Billy Bremner was a hero to football fans, but his personal life was always a mystery. He fought his demons off the pitch until one day he couldn't fight anymore. What do you think? Was Billy Bremner's death a simple tragedy, or is there something more to this story? Let's find out. Imagine a young lad growing up in a small town in Scotland in the 1940s, absolutely obsessed with football. That was Billy Bremner. From dawn till dusk, he'd be out on the streets, perfecting his dribbling and shooting skills. You can say that what Billy lacked in height, he more than made up for in heart and determination. Even though he was smaller than most kids his age, he never let that hold him back. Instead, he used it as fuel to become even better. His passion and natural talent didn't go unnoticed either. One day, scouts from the Leeds United Football Club were blown away by his skills and offered him a spot on their youth team when he was only 17 years old. This gentleman marked a turning point in Billy's life and the beginning of a legendary career. Not much later, in 1959, he officially joined Leeds United, a decision that would change the course of both his life and the club's history. Now, Bremner's time at Leeds United was truly remarkable. Even though he was only 5'5", he showed that height doesn't stop you from being great in football. As a central midfielder, he was all about hard work and perseverance. His playing style included endless energy, strong tackling, and a special skill to motivate his teammates. Slowly but steadily, Bremner finally became the most important player for Leeds United, leading them to many victories. Not only this, but with the smart leadership of manager Don Revie, Bremner led Leeds during a very successful period. His leadership on the field helped the club win a lot of trophies. Leeds United won 2 First Division titles in 1968-69 and 1973-74, an FA Cup, 1972, a League Cup, 1968, and 2 Intercities Fairs Cups, 1968 and 1971. This was by far their best performance. Anyways, his impact wasn't just in club football. Bremner also had a significant career with Scotland's national team. He played 54 games and scored 3 goals for Scotland, including playing in the 1974 World Cup. His international performances further proved his skill and determination. However, Bremner's career also had its controversies. His strong temper often led to clashes on the field, and he was never one to avoid a challenge. This fighting spirit sometimes got him into trouble, but it also made fans love him more for his passion and loyalty to Leeds United. A controversy that made the headlines was the very rough 1970 FA Cup final replay against Chelsea, showing Bremner's tough playing style in one of the most physical matches in English football history. Also, I've been wanting to say this for so long that Bremner's ability to lead by example was his most outstanding quality. He was more than just a captain. He was a perfect example of Leeds United's strong spirit. His teammates looked up to him not only for his skills, but also for his strong determination and commitment. Under his leadership, Leeds became known as a tough, enduring team that could match up with the best in Europe. Off the field, Bremner was recognised for his quick humour and lively enthusiasm. His deep love for football was clear in every game he played, and this passion made him very popular among Leeds fans. He had a special way of connecting with fans, who saw in him a reflection of their own love for the club. After he stopped playing in 1978, Bremner began coaching. He coached Doncaster Rovers and later Leeds United. Even though his coaching career wasn't as successful as his playing days, he continued to be a respected figure in football. His knowledge of the game and his leadership skills made him a valuable guide to younger players and upcoming coaches. For a little context, Billy Bremner took over as manager of Doncaster Rovers in 1978 when they were struggling at the bottom of the 4th Division. He made some immediate changes like adding new massages, better food and new team kits because the budget was tight. The team had some rough patches but managed to stay out of last place. Bremner then led the team to a promotion to the 3rd Division after a series of wins. However, the following seasons were tough, with a lot of goals against them, leading to a relegation. But Bremner quickly got them promoted again by bringing in experienced players. He returned to manage Leeds United in 1985, made changes to revive the team, and kept them away from relegation with some new signings and playoff runs. In 1989, he went back to Doncaster, made some improvements, but resigned in 1991 as the team still faced difficulties. I mean, everyone has to face their fair share of difficulties, right? Take, for example, 99% of you are not subscribed to this channel, which is wild for us. Please take a moment to subscribe to this channel and give this video a big thumbs up if you like it so far. Thank you. By now, everything was perfect for our legend. Little did he know, it was the calm before the storm. In early December 1997, Billy Bremner faced a tough battle with pneumonia and had to be rushed to the hospital. Things took a turn for the worse when he suffered a suspected heart attack at his home in the small village of Clifton, near Doncaster. Tragically, he passed away on December 7, 1997, just 2 days before what would have been his 55th birthday. The news of his death really shook the football community, and a few days later, a funeral was held in the Yorkshire village of New Edlington. It was a big gathering, attended by many of Bremner's former teammates and a host of other football players and coaches. They all came together to remember him, reflecting just how much of an imprint he had left on the sport and on the people he met. The only problem here was that his death was so sudden that the media and even fans started assuming a lot of things. They thought it could be planned by his enemies, or that he had a secret medical condition that no one knew about, etc. These are all wild guesses, but they definitely made some good juicy headlines back then. Not only this, Billy Bremner really left his mark on Leeds United and the wider world of football. He was key in turning Leeds from an average second division team into one of the powerhouses of English football. His impact wasn't just about his skill on the field, it was also about his grit and resilience. Whether he was playing through injuries, handling the stress of being team captain, or going head-to-head with tough opponents, Bremner never backed down. Even after his death, Bremner's influence has only grown. His life and career still inspire footballers and fans today. His lessons about hard work, perseverance, and the power of teamwork are timeless. People often talk about Bremner as one of the greatest footballers ever, and Leeds United has found many ways to honour him, including special matches and fan events. Billy Bremner's story is one of passion, determination, and an endless love for football. His legacy shows that true greatness isn't about how tall you are, but about the strength of your heart and your dedication. When fans stop by his statue outside Elland Road, they remember a player who truly gave his all for the club and whose spirit still lifts up the game today. All in all, Bremner's name is not just a part of Leeds United's history, it's also carved into the very fabric of the club through tributes like his statue. In 2004, he was rightfully added to the English Football Hall of Fame, recognising his lasting impact on the sport. His statue isn't just a figure, it's a gathering spot for fans who want to honour a true football legend, reminding everyone of the passion, determination and leadership he brought to Leeds United. Bremner's legacy is set to inspire for generations to come.